Stephen Xu, the Head of Marketing at Meituan Platform. Thanks very much for your time this morning, Stephen. We appreciate it. So to begin with, Meituan Dianping, or Meituan for short, recently IPO'd on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, raising $4.2 billion US. This was on the back of Meituan's 2017 results, which saw Meituan process over 5.8 billion transactions, service 310 million consumers across 2,800 cities in China. This sort of scale is very difficult for many people in the room to appreciate. Can you give us an introduction to this super platform?
Just make sure. You really do a good job getting the data. Maybe if I give you a very brief introduction about who we are and what we do. First, we are one of the leading e-commerce platform in China, but specifically focus on the service business. And the model we operate is actually we connect the consumer with the merchant and who are more focused on the service providing. And just like you mentioned, yes, we just finished our IPO process, which went very successful, and which is also a recognition for the achievements we have made on the business side. If we want to, if I give a very brief sharing about who we think we are and who we want to be, what are our mission we think we need to accomplish, I think it's very simple. Internally, we talk about the mission of this company is to help people. We help people eat better and live better.
Okay.
So that's who we think what we are and what we want our business to focus on. And also, you get a very, very good study about the performance and data. So I don't repeat too much, but actually, we are already a very scalable business. If I give you some very brief sharing, in terms of if we just published our first half-year financial report for the 2018, and if we look into the rolling 1 year, the active transaction user on the platform, which is already over 300 million. Actually, if I get a specific number, it's 357 million yearly active buyer on this platform. That's on the consumer side.
Yes.
And if we look into the active merchant, on the other side, the merchant we connect, the active merchant providing the service on the platform is over 1.1 million. And if you look into for the first half year of the 2018, if you look into the average daily transaction happened on our platform, which is over 21 million. 21 million, over 21 million transactions happen per day on our platform. So if you look into the scale, which is quite scalable, to be very honest. And if we drill down a little bit, if we look into what kind of the service actually we are offering, and just like our mission, we want to help people eat better and live better, right? So we got a very strong on-demand food delivery service, and we got very strong in-store business, and we got very strong hotel and the travel business, which is all our. The combination is actually shaping the core of our business, while at the same time we also get a very choiceful investment collection to seeding the future, to ensure the continual growth. So basically, that's just who we are and what we do.
Okay. And speaking of the hotel and travel business, looking through Meituan's IPO documents, one of the standouts was the performance of Meituan Travel, which accounted for 32% of Meituan's 2017 revenue. Can you give us an introduction to Meituan Travel and what it offers users?
Excuse me. Yeah, within the big family, I think Meituan Travel is a very important part, and also one of the core business of our entire company. Sorry. What we're trying to do is we offer the Chinese user, the consumer, a one-stop solution for travel, which including accommodation, which hotel, right, and some different type of the offering, accommodation, and also tickets,
Yes.
which including for the transportation, the flight ticket, the train ticket, and also the tickets to different science sports. Okay, and apart from that, we also get some different offerings for example, like the recreation and stuff like that, or the packaged tour. So that's basically a full range of the service and the products we want to provide on our platform for our users. Yeah.
And in terms of the scale and speed of Meituan Travel's growth, it's now China's largest hotel reservation site by number of nights booked. Take us behind what's driving that growth.
Yeah. First, allow me to elaborate a little bit more about how we grow this business. Actually, in the travel industry, we are, comparatively speaking, we are a young company. Okay, we are a young company, but actually we grow very fast. And just like you mentioned, if we look into the specific sector of the business, if we talk about the hotel, actually we are already one of the leading hotel platform in China. And if we share some number, if we look into the full year of 2017, actually the number of the room nights happen on the platform is over 200 million.
200 million.
200 million. And more than that, if you look into the first half year of the 2018, actually on that already very strong momentum, actually we continue, just like we just shared in our financial report, we continue another 49% year-on-year growth.
Wow.
Okay, so it's on a big base, continue a very strong growth.
Yes.
So also the other sector of the business is growing very well.
Yes.
And which, especially in the hotel area, make us one of the very leading platform.
Yes.
If you ask me, okay, what are the driving factors behind? I would say several points. The first one is really the model of the company business itself, because what we want to focus to provide for the consumer lifestyle is starting from mass and high frequent business like food. Okay, this shaping the first batch and the foundation of the business. And for our travel business, for our hotel business, which actually give us a very strong foundation that we can access a big pool of the consumers on the platform directly. So I think that actually gives us a very strong competitive advantage. And apart from that, I think the geography coverage also become a very strong competitive advantage to driving the growth, because we are not just focusing on the first or second tier city of China, or several specific city, or some specific segment of the user. Actually, we are really national coverage, and the overall business got a presence over 2,800 cities and towns across China, so which really give us the infrastructure that we can really providing a service, access the service across the entire nation, instead of just several specific parts. So that will be the second strong driver. And the third, I think, if we look into the consumer profile, who are our users? Actually, we got a very big portion of the business, which is actually what we use the term we call millennial.
Sure.
The younger consumers.
Sure.
Okay. They got a strong willingness to spend.
Yes.
They got a relatively big pocket, and they know what they want, and I think what we can provide on our platform is really bring the convenience for them to get into the hotel or travel business. So I think that becomes another very strong growth driver. Yeah, and the whole strategy we designed to recruit users, to retain them, I think is based on this strategy.
Right.
And specifically focus on this group of the target.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, with my own research looking at qualitative, quantitative data, it does seem that you've captured the hearts and minds of China's millennials. Take us through why Meituan Travel particularly appeals to China's younger travelers.
Yeah. I think I kind of mentioned a little bit already. First, because overall the business of the Meituan group, Meituan Dianping group, is highly young consumer oriented. Okay. And for our hotel and travel business, we really highly benefit from that. If I give you a very simple elaboration, if we look into the new users for our hotel and travel business,
yes,
especially the hotel business, 80% of the hotel new user, actually we recruit them from the food and dining business,
right,
within the group.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a huge advantage.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I think that's number one. And number two, I think just like I mentioned, the entire user growth and operation and the product experience is designed for the young users.
Yes.
Which actually getting a very positive result. For example, because I'm running the marketing team, and for all, no matter the proposition of the brand and all the campaign and the user operation, we simply target a young user. If I give you one small number, that we all know in China nowadays the short video Douyin getting very popular, right? And actually in the recent summer, in August, actually we just partnered with Douyin to run a brief campaign focused on the Meituan Hotel, and the result it's kind of actually surprised me as well. Okay. Yeah, and the partnership campaign with Douyin actually on that platform for the branded entertaining video. We got over 3 billion viewership within 7 days. And the spontaneous user-generated content with the branded message is over is actually over 1.1 million.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
it's not 1.1 million viewership.
No.
It's 1.1 million the content generated.
Yeah, user-generated content. That's exactly right.
Yes, that really is that's a very specific and details which really show how the young users in China actually in love with brand and support the brand, which really becomes part of the growth engine for the business.
Sure. And many in this room are interested in that particular demographic. What is your team seeing when it comes to this group's expectations and behavior when it comes to travel? Yeah,
just like I mentioned, I think for this generation of the user, if you look into the environment, the way they grow up, they're not growing from web. They're not growing from internet. They actually grow from mobile. Okay, that's how they grow up. And with the growing economy, growing affordability, I think if I put some key words around these group of the user, I would say first is the willingness of spending, the willingness to spend. Second will be affordability. Comparatively speaking, I think the pocket getting much bigger. And the third, I would say convenience. Because for these group of the people, I think they know very clear what they want. They know what they want it, and they want it fast.
Sure.
They want it fast and convenient. So that's why I think focusing on providing them one-stop, full range, lifestyle-based service is something really can win the heart of this group of people. Yeah, that's how we see it, and that's how actually we also design our business model around it.
Okay. Meituan Travel provides products and services for over 200 overseas destinations. In the past year, what countries have seen impressive growth? Can you take us through the reasons behind that?
Yeah. Maybe I just share some observation from our side.
Sure.
I think what we observed in the past 1 year, let's say 2017, actually we see some overseas destination actually getting very popular among the Chinese users.
Okay.
For example, the Southeast China.
Okay.
For example, Japan, which all comes up.
Okay.
Okay, as among the top of the choice. And there's a lot of reason behind.
Sure.
In terms of the distance, the affordability, and also culture maybe.
Okay.
Well, But apart from all these things, there's one thing I think which is very important.
Okay.
Which is really about the experience, which the service of this destination can provide.
Okay.
Specifically, the enjoyment of food.
Okay.
Okay, the enjoyment of food, the enjoyment of shopping, the enjoyment of walk around.
Right.
Because most of the destination we found out among the top of the list, they all got some good place to visit.
Sure.
Museum, park, or the good place to visit. And they all got some one of the first thing people for Chinese user come to the destination will be checking where to eat,
right,
where to find good food. So I think that's one of the very important things which can significantly defer the destination and make the destination a good choice for the Chinese user. And that part is specifically, especially what our platform for Meituan and Dianping, we can bring a huge value.
Yes.
Yeah, because basically that's how we run our business. We talk about eat better and live better, right? Enjoyment.
No, that's right. That's right. So having good food and beverage offerings and those being available to the Chinese consumer, the Chinese traveller, is very important to be able to get eyeballs, attract interest and the like. Meituan, apart from WeChat, Google Maps, Meituan is number 3 when it comes to the most used apps by Chinese overseas tourists. So can you tell us what a destination, apart from food and beverage, if we've got those things down, if we've already got good food and beverage fundamentals, what other things do we have to do to be able to attract Chinese tourists to our destination? Yeah,
let's part together. Let's partner together. Yeah. I think one of the good things we can do is we partner together to push that happen. For example, I give you a very small example. I see some Agoda friends over here, and actually in the past summer, actually we run a very successful campaign, a joint campaign together with Agoda, and with a specific focus on the China outbound traveler.
Right.
And I think we got a joint message, joint creative, and joint communication, joint campaign, joint social, all together. And also based on the data where we can get on our platform,
right,
to make all the reach and all the impact more accurate.
Right.
So, which really become a very successful one, no matter from the traffic, from the transaction,
Yes.
from the revenue perspective,
Yes.
from all these dimensions, I think which becomes a very successful campaign to move the business forward.
Okay.
So I think that's something for the destination or for the merchant in the destination, for us to partner together.
Yes.
I think is really something you can move you can really shape the destination or the service provider the ranking in the mental of the
Wow.
Chinese users.
That's huge impact. Now, we're coming to a close of our session. If there's 3 things that you'd like the audience to remember around Meituan, Meituan Travel, and the modern Chinese traveler, what would those 3 things be?
I think number 1, we are the leading platform to make Chinese users, we help Chinese users eat better, live better.
Sure.
Okay? And so it's a really happy business, full of the enjoyment and happiness. And number 2, for Meituan Travel, actually we're already one of the leading travel platform in China, with a strong, clear advantage in the young consumers area. Okay, so we are more than happy and willing to partner with everyone and to work together to move the business forward. I think that's it. Yeah, I think
Just 2? You don't need a 3rd?
I think that's it.
Those 2 advantages speak for themselves. Thank you very much, Stephen Xu. We've had a lovely discussion and really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you.